Welcome to the Reiki Women Snapshots. And today I have, my name's Bronwen Logan. And today I have with me Noraleen Danforth. And Noraleen lives in Chattanooga and she is an esthetician. And if you don't know what that is, she might tell you because she had to tell me. And she's also a Reiki practitioner and teacher. Welcome, Noraleen.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Look, I'd love to hear what drew you to the system of Reiki.
Well, I've always been searching. I've always been looking for something that resonated with me. And I grew up in a specific religious setting that did not resonate with me. And so it was always important to me that I find something. And I've tried a lot of different things. I've learned about a lot of different, belief systems. And there were some other things. I found a lot of things that did resonate with me, but it always felt overwhelming because there were so many different types of each thing, and just so much information out there. So I really, really enjoy that Reiki is so simple and so profound. It feels manageable to practice. And I also, I love that it gets deeper the more that you work with it. So it keeps going. It's not just what you see on the surface.
Yeah, well, I think that is the perfect reason. Absolutely. I love its simplicity too. And now you can tell us what an esthetician is. Yeah.
An esthetician is a skincare professional. So I do facials and massage, not full body massage, just neck and shoulders and the face. And I also do waxing. I do eyelash extensions. And Reiki has been so huge for my aesthetic practice. It definitely took my facials to another level. And I've had a lot of really great feedback since I started doing Reiki. So I'm really grateful for that as well.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So because you were an esthetician before you learned the system of Reiki, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, nice. So what was sort of some of the differences that you felt with that?
I felt that I was being more intentional with all parts of my facial. And I really like the routine of gasho to help set an intention beforehand. So I think just all of the parts of what I do obviously are affected by Reiki, but especially the massage part. And I'll do some Reiki in with the massage, and that really is awesome. Most people fall asleep. It's really great.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. Pity you're in Chattanooga, right? But anyway, yeah. So just we've got a little more time. So I was just thinking about you and being a woman, because this is about, women's voices. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I love, and I I appreciate you coming on. So maybe, I don't know if you could talk, if you feel like it, a little bit about, what it means to you as a woman to be practicing the system of Reiki, if there's anything there that's, unique.
Mm-hmm. Well, another thing that didn't specifically draw me to Reiki, but has been very complementary to it, is my own work and processing with trauma that I've experienced. And ever since I started with Reiki 1 and then, progressed through the levels, so many different things have come together for me specifically related to my healing. And I've recently started EMDR therapy, which is really intense. And I really don't think that it would have taken me much longer to get to the place where I felt safe and stable enough to do this kind of work on myself without Reiki. So it always gives me something to come back to kind of lean on, even if I'm, when I'm not in a good place and I'm struggling, I still have the precepts and I can still practice on myself. And it's also given me a way to help other people experiencing that, because I don't specifically have, any training that I felt was relevant to, trauma specifically, other than my own experience. But obviously with Reiki, we can't do harm. And so that's really, really beautiful. I feel like I have something to offer. And also I'm taking Michaela's trauma-informed Reiki class on Saturday. So it's perfect timing. And that was another thing that just kind of fell into place. And I'm so happy that she's offering that. And I'm really excited to take it.
That is fantastic. I was going to suggest it to you. And so I'm really pleased to hear that you found that as well. Yeah. And, as to the thing of Reiki being able to do no harm, absolutely, however, if we are obviously the words that we say,
Yes.
and obviously energetically, there is nothing that we can do. But, here in Australia, for example, I know that, legally you can't be taken to court for doing a Reiki treatment as such, right? But you could, if someone fell off the table, or if you, which you don't want to happen, obviously,
no.
that could do harm for sure. And, or, they fell down the steps, or if you said something to someone that was damaging, and, people do say damaging things to other people. So, It is that thing of us doing exactly what you're doing now, which is actually going out and furthering your education, especially if you're a professional Reiki practitioner or teacher, and learning ways to communicate and successfully, or to do basic counseling skills, for example. I always think is a really great thing for people to do to support them as professionals. Yeah. So in your practice, I think as an esthetician, you would have had some levels of training with that already, I imagine.
Yes, a lot of experience with holding space for people, telling me about things that were emotionally sensitive, and just telling me about so many different parts of their life. So that's given me a lot of good experience to bring to my Reiki practice.
Yeah. And, I really loved what you said earlier about that, through your own trauma, you have a way of understanding other people's trauma when they come to you. And I think that's really special and beautiful. And yeah, it's, we talked about, you mentioned the precepts, and, that thing of compassion, and being able to be there for people through whatever they need to go through is one of the, very beautiful precepts. So thank you for
doing it. Really is.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been beautiful speaking to you, Noraleen, and thank you for all your lovely little insights in this little snapshot of what it's like to be a woman in the system of Reiki and doing your own thing. And congratulations on everything that you do. It sounds amazing and wonderful. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right. See you then.